Happy Friday, everybody! Oh man, I'm so excited to see you. Hi. If you're doing wonderful today, I want you to give me a big thumbs up. If you're not doing so good today, you can give me a big thumbs down. That's okay. We all have good days and we all have bad days. I just hope that I can make your day a little bit better. So, are you guys ready to have some fun? If you're ready to have fun, I want you to give me a big woohoo! Awesome! I didn't count, did I? Do you want me to do it again? Let's do it again and I'm going to count, okay? Here we go. If you're ready to have some fun today, on the count of 3, I want you to give me a big woohoo! Okay, you ready? 1, 2, just kidding, I didn't say it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, woohoo! Yeah, that's it. All right, you guys ready to sing our song? I'm ready to sing our song. That was so good. Oh man, I love that so very much. Whew, that one always gets to my heart. Are you guys ready to do an activity today? I'm so excited. So today we're gonna make these little bitty houses. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Looks a little weird, but hey, we're gonna do it together, right? All right, so for this one, you're going to need, you can use a old paper towel roll if you've got any, an old toilet paper roll, or if you're like me, you can just use good old paper. That works just fine. So you're going to need some supplies, some paper or toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls, some scissors, some tape, You like my tape dispenser? It's a flamingo. Isn't it so nice? Comment down below what you think I should name my flamingo tape dispenser. All right? Okay. Now, and we're going to need something to color with, okay? All right. So, some of these steps can be more for older kids, and some of them, well, I'm going to tell you what to do if you're maybe a little bit too young to do them, and that's okay because we're all on different levels. We all have different brains, so we all work differently. So I'm going to show you each step, and I'm going to give you the super, I guess, fancy stuff and the more good stuff that anybody can do, okay? Okay. I'm always not so good with the words, so forgive me. My brain doesn't work like it should sometimes. All right, so if you're using a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll, you can skip this step. You can just watch me do it, okay? Or you can use this time to go find one. You know, that works too. All right, so for this step, now you get to choose how tall you want to make it, how short you want to make it, how skinny or how fat you want to make your roll, okay? So me, since I have a short one already done, I think I'm going to go with a tall one, okay? So for this, we're going to need tape, our paper, and we're going to roll it. So we're going to take our paper and we're going to kind of roll in like that. Okay? We're going to make a nice cylinder. Should I make it that tall? I think I'm going to shorten it just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to show you how I shorten it. Just going to cut a little bit off the top. Just like that. Say that. I might need it later. Who knows? I always keep my scraps of paper. Do you like to keep scraps of paper for other little odd jobs that you may do? I love to craft and have fun. Now, it doesn't have to be perfectly even, like on top and stuff, because we are going to put a roof on top. But the bottom, you want it to be pretty even, so that way you can set it down. So if you need the help of your parent, your babysitter, your grandparents, or your older siblings, they can help you get it pretty even on the bottom, okay? So it'll stand up just like that. All right, now what you want to do is you want to take tape. If you don't have tape, glue would work just fine. A glue stick, that'll work. Or if you don't have tape or glue, if you have stickers, stickers will work too. And hey, stickers are a plus because they're so pretty. So whatever you have to make this stick will work. Staples will work too. All right, get some more tape from my beautiful flamingo. Pretty in pink. Yeah, I bought her at the dollar store. She was just sitting there and she wanted to come home with me. Well, to church with me. So if you're in my Sunday school class, you know about the flamingo tape dispenser, huh? All right, there we go. Ta-da! It is the base of a house. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to make our roof. So for this, you might need some help from an adult, or if you can do it yourself, that's great. All right, so I'm going to pick any color. I took a purple pencil. So what you want to do is you want to make like a curve at the bottom, so like a smile, like a big smile kind of thing, okay? So I'm going to do like that. Like that. See? Can you see that? You see it? Just kind of curve it. Then you want to make like a pizza kind of shape. You want to kind of bring it up to a point. All right? On the sides. So you want to bring it in like that. Bring it in like that. Kind of like that. Okay? And I did this once before and it worked, and this may or may not work, but we are going to fix it and tape it, and it's going to stay, and it's going to be a roof, I promise. I won't leave you hanging. Sister Christina's not about that about leaving kids hanging in their troubles, you know. I'm always there to help you fix it if you need it. So now I'm just going to cut it out along my lines, and we have our awesomely shaped roof pizza. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to do the same thing we did with this paper, and we are going to roll it, okay? So we're going to kind of take that, roll it, roll it, roll it, and ta-da! We have a roof. I should have made it a little longer because now I have a hole right there. You know what? I'm going to bring it tighter in like so, and boom, I fixed the hole. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your sticky stuff, whatever you have for your sticky stuff. Tape, glue, staple. Staples are sticky, but for these purposes they can be. But stickers, glue, tape, whatever, and we are just going to tape along our seam, okay? That seam right there, where it's coming up and coming apart. We don't want it to come apart, right? All right. And we're gonna tape, oops. I folded it, I squished it a little bit, that's okay. She's still good, this tape's still good, it's just a working, see, like that. Now, at this point, I mean, you can leave it pointy, I mean, you could fold it down and make it less pointy. I mean, you could do what you want at this point. And if you have a better way to make a roof other than this, feel free to try it. Like if you wanted to take this piece right here, like and just do it like that, that's perfectly okay. If you want to take a square piece of paper, like cut a square out of paper and kind of fold it in the middle to make it look like a real roof, like this, and put that one on top, I mean, you can do you. It don't matter. Just like I've said it on the other two videos, your art and your craft is completely up to you. However you see it through your eyes, that's the right way to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to tape my little roof on there like so. I'm going to kind of give it a little tilt. It kind of makes it look like a hat on a, right? Okay, so I'm going to match my seams up in the back so that it can be the back of my house or a clubhouse or a tree house or whatever you want to call this. So I'm just going to tape this right there like that, and look, it's going to stay. All right, now we need to make a door and a window or whatever you choose. If you want to leave it like that, that's okay. It's all up to you. So for this one, I cut a hole and I made a little flappy door. This one, I think I'm going to make a door that actually is like on it. I don't have to tape it and it's different. So for that, and I'll show you how to do this too. No worries there. I got you covered. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors. Now, if you can't do this, it's okay. You can ask someone to help you, all right? All right, I'm going to take my safety scissors right here. I'm going to cut up as high as I want to go for my door. Since I have a pretty tall house, I'm going to go pretty tall. All right, just like that. Okay, I did that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut over to make the top of the door. Okay, and now I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to fold it. I got the insides of my papers where it's rolled, so it's got multiple layers up in there. But I'm going to fold it over to give it a crease like it's going to give it door hinges. And then, voila, I have a door. And I'm going to cut this excess paper out of it so that you can actually see that what it's doing. There we go. All right, there we go. There's my door. See? Whoop, 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 whoop. Open, shut. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how I did this one. And so this one, you can do the same thing on the side. You can, if you wanted to put your door over here, this method will work that way too. So for this one, I took extra purple paper, some of my scraps that I didn't use, and I cut my door the same height, okay, and I put a little fold at the top. So that way I could open and close easy. Then I took it and I took some tape and I put it just like this, over the hole, and I put tape right here. You can use glue or a staple. Then you're able to open it like that. So I'll show you for the side as well if you'd rather have a door that opens from the side without actually having to cut in, because you don't have to cut it. Or you could cut this off and then you have a hole and then make your door too. It's all up to you. All right, so that one, you're gonna do the same thing and you're gonna make a little fold, okay? I like to fold it both ways because it gives it the paper a little bit more movement, okay? So there we go, I have my fold for the side, and you're going to tape it or glue it on the side, and then you have a little door that opens, okay? Just like that. All right, so now for the window up here. So I made a little window that could open and shut. Now, Sister Christina didn't do such a good job on the first one. Maybe she'll do an even better job on the second one. All right, so what I did is I measured how big I wanted my window with a piece of paper. I fold in the sides just once. 1, 2, like so, okay? Then I take a glue, tape, whatever you choose. I got a little too long of a piece of tape, so I'm gonna cut that in half. All right, so what you're gonna do is you see this piece of paper and the folds right here. I am gonna put my tape right on the fold. So it's gonna stick up like that on those sides, on those folds. If this doesn't make sense, I'm really sorry. You can use your imagination, I guess. Sometimes I'm not so good with the words, you know. All right, so now I'm gonna take my taped side like this, where those folds are, and I'm going to come in and put it right there like that. Just like so. Okay, so now we have a window, but it's not open. So I'm gonna take my scissors, I'm gonna open my window right down the middle. Ba-bam! It's a window. Hello. Now you could get really creative and you could cut a hole right here to make it look like a window if you wanted to. I'm just gonna leave mine like that because I'm afraid I might mess it up. Anyway, so that's that. Now, where's my little dude? I had a little dude for my little purple one, that's okay. I'm gonna make a little stick figure to go inside my little thing, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So you need yourself a piece of paper the size of your door. I think that might work. Okay, make it a little bit longer because you're gonna need some extra space to fold it to make the stand for your person. All right, so I'm gonna just make a simple stick figure. You can get super creative and make like a whole person, or you can get online and print out anybody, your favorite character from your favorite movie if you like. I'm just gonna make a little simple person with a little simple thing. I'm gonna fold it down here at the feet, so that way it has a little foot thing on it, right? Now you can cut right here, don't cut your foot off, but like kind of cut around your person if you want to, so that there's not just paper. That way it can kind of fit better. But leave your feet, leave your little footy thing on there. And whatcha! Looky there, you have a house and you have a person. All right, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back because I think that's pretty cool. All right, so there's our houses. I have a little purple guy around here somewhere. I just don't know where my little purple guy went. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I found him. Hang on. There he is. He fell on the ground. I'm so sorry, little purple guy. But he's so cute. Look how little he is. Whoop. Sister Christina. All right. There he is. All right. There he is in his little, by his little house. And there you have it. All right, I like that. I think that's really good. If you're still working on it, I'm gonna clean up my station really quick so that I can get to our little science experiment, or whatever you wanna call it. So I'm gonna clean this up real quick. Oh, just a minute. And the good thing about Sister Christina's videos, if you missed a step and you need to go back, you can always rewind it and go back till you get it just right, okay? All right, I'm gonna clean up my station. All right, take these little guys down now. All right. There we go. All right. Give yourselves a good hand. You did a really good job. Take pictures for me so that I can see. You can send them to me. You can comment them down below. Whichever way. All right. You guys ready for the science experiment? Oh. All right. I'm going to grab it. Oh, it's heavy. Oh. Now don't worry. I'm going to insert a little clip of what it looks like from this view, okay? So that you can really, really see it. All right, so I've got my bucket and I've got my water. Sister Christina always likes to have her water and for her science experiments, right? All right, so for this one, I have a silly house that's not put together so well, and he's hanging out over here in the sand, right? And so this one, this house is really sturdy, really well put together, and he has his house over here on this rock. So here we go. There we go. So now you can see we have our silly house right here, our sturdy house right here, right? So we're going to see what happens to each of these houses as I pour the water on top, okay? Here we go. Okay, sturdy house is staying pretty sturdy. Yeah, you think so? This silly house is getting some rain on it, some water on it. And this one, this guy's nothing. I mean, that water's not even penetrating it. Look here. Oh, uh-oh. Roof just fell in. Uh-oh, look, there's kind of like a little puddle in there. This guy, the water's just kind of running off of his little rock. Look there. All right, let's go pour some more water on this guy. He is not doing so good. He's living in a puddle here. This guy, he's a little wet on the top, but, you know, he's still dry. He's still a little dry. And this guy over here, yeah. This house over here fell apart, didn't it? This house kind of stayed. It's wet, but I mean, it'll dry off. And he's still a house. Look at there. This one, let's see what happens when I try to pick him up. There's holes and dirt and all kinds of stuff. This roof is barely hanging on. Oh, it just came off. Whoa. Uh-oh. Whew. That was not such a good, that house wasn't well built, was it? He didn't think his idea well through, sitting over here in the dirt, right? Not really well put together. All right. Oh, we'll take this down now. Oh. Anyway. Oh. Whew. Are you guys ready for our story? I'm ready for our story. And our story today is actually a whole picture book. And this book was written by Wilmer Rowland Jr. And you can buy this book on pentecostalpublishing.com. There's also a coloring book and activity book that goes along with this. So you can purchase it and also have a coloring book to go with it, right? But for today, we're just going to read the book, okay? And I'm going to try to show you the pictures as I go along, okay? All right. Wise and Silly, written by Wilmer Rowland Jr. This book is dedicated to both of my parents and all those who helped me keep my foundation on the rock. There once were two houses that sat side by side. They both looked the same, but on the inside, one was quite wise, the other quite silly. Who would have thought they were different, really? Wise chose to read, while Silly chose to play. Silly liked to count birdies, while Wise chose to pray. But they were different in more than one way. And the biggest difference of all would be told the next day. It was time for them to choose where to live on their own. Silly chose the ocean. Wise chose a big, big stone. Wise liked a strong foundation and a quiet place to pray. Silly liked the birdies and lots of time to play. While playing with birdies is fine, that's all Silly had on his mind. Wise also liked to play, but he still found time to pray. Although Wise had a favorite toy, prayer and the Bible were his greatest joy. So they were both happy and pleased, but then they thought they heard it. Achoo! Did a cloud just sneeze? Now when the clouds started sneezing, a rainstorm was sure. So they put up their umbrellas and bolted up their doors. The next few days, as the rain poured down, Wise wore a quiet smile, but Silly wore a frown. You see, the water rose quickly up to Silly's nose, but Wise was way up high on the stone that he chose. The ending of this story is very, very sad, for Wise's choice was good, but Silly's choice was bad. Keep your mind on Jesus and keep from all wrong, and you'll be like Wise and stand really, really strong. And this right here is a verse. It's Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 through 27. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded on a rock. And every one that heareth these words, these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and it was a great fall. So while playing is good and having fun is great, we can't just always have fun all the time. We need to take time to have a relationship with Jesus, because it's a relationship with Jesus that's going to help us stand strong in no matter what circumstances happen. I want to build my house upon Jesus. I want to have a relationship with him by praying and reading his word. I hope that you had a really fun time today. I want to end with a quick little song. I think everybody may know this song, and if you don't, the words are super simple. It goes like this. The wise man built his house upon a rock. The wise man built his house upon a rock. The wise man built his house upon a rock, and the rains came tumbling down. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up, and the wise man's house stood firm. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and the rains came tumbling down. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up, and the foolish man's house went splat. Oh. Today, I want you guys to think about all the good things of God, be good, stay wonderfully blessed, and I hope that this video made your day super cool. I love you guys. Bye.